and welcome back. Another video by jmadden. Today is an exciting day because today I've received a shipment from LiveAquaria. Have a cleanup crew, which was my build your own on their website, and 45 pounds of Fiji live rock. So we'll just jump into it and move forward here. I love LiveAquaria because they just, all the little details, order shipped within 18 hours of being placed. Heat packs still warm. It's about 9:30 in the morning. Everything packed nice and snug. Really nice to see that, the care that they take. I've got a cleanup crew here. I've chosen several different things, which is why I did the build your own. I have Nacerius snails, scarlet hermits, cerith snails, peppermint shrimp, a couple of fighting conchs just because I like them a lot. Banded trochus snails, which are one of my favorite snails because if they fall in the sand, they are able to right themselves. And I have two serpent stars, which I've had in the past, and they're great detritivores and scavengers for the main display, and they don't typically excavate the sand the same way brittle stars do. I just have them here acclimating with the bagged water while I get into the live rock unboxing. Let's go ahead and we'll check that out and see how everything got shipped. So it came next day air. Everything's sealed up, really nice. No water leaking out, which is a good sign. Only thing I don't like about buying live rock online is that usually the shipping is almost as much as the rock. You know, the shipping on this was $67, and the rock itself I paid $86 for. So take that how you want. They put some newspaper in here to help keep things moist. This is a tried and true method. It's pretty soaked. The rock, my first impression, not too overly impressed. It does smell like the ocean. There's not as much life as I thought there would be on this rock. I guess that's just kind of how it is now. I'll show you here. I've got a layout that I made, just a rough layout of the bottom of my tank on some cardboard with towel below it here. This way I could just mock up my rock if I want before I place it in the tank. I'm not 100% certain if that's what I'm going to do, but it'll give me a good visual to kind of lay some things out and see how some of the larger pieces will fit in. I got the rock here, it's opened. Let's get it all out of the box. Here it is. I ordered 45 pounds of this Select Fiji Premium, and it's really a lot of rock. This rock is very porous. It's not very dense, I guess if you wanted to put it that way. Here's just a look at some of the life on it, or lack of. There's some coralline algae, some sponges. I'm not too certain of how much of this is actually going to remain on the rock throughout the entire process, but hopefully some of it does stay. It doesn't just end up looking like rock from the local fish store. So we got a little spray bottle to keep stuff moist while I mock up the aquascape. And we'll just jump into it and I'll give you a shot of the tank. So the tank right here, excuse me, is got some water drained out, put into some containers, put all the corals and everything in holding over here while I aquascape the tank. I don't recommend doing this because this rock does need to be cycled, but deep sand bed and everything and other biological filtration I already have in place should be able to keep that down to a minimum. I've already got the left side of the tank completed here. The right side is a little more difficult because obviously the water is cloudy, but moving forward it's not too bad. Used up most of the rock so far. Go ahead and give you a shot of how the tank is looking with a full tank shot. I'm pretty pleased with the way that it looks, so I'll go ahead and give that to you here. So here's the final scape. Took me a couple hours. Everything is stacked. Nothing is secured with any kind of putty or anything like that. I'm really happy with the way that it looks. I'll go ahead and give you a shot from the left side real quick here. So over here on the left side, there's a lot of caves so the fish can go from the front to the back of the tank. I have a lot of shelves, and that's kind of what the whole theme of this tank is just having shelves. So this way there's plenty of real estate for corals to be attached. This side's really nice over here on the right side because it's like a giant tripod full of shelf pieces and lots of places to be able to put coral and hiding spots for all the fish as they grow, because they will need the territory. Just take you down real quick underneath, show you the sump. Skimmer's going nuts. Moved some of the live rock down here to the bottom, had a little bit of Aptasia on it, and I didn't want that in the main display for obvious reasons. And I'm really liking this little setup. This rock in the center of the fuge is covered in feather dusters, and it's going to really aid in my filtration, which is what I want. I like to have that natural type of processes happening in my system. The grape clerp is doing great. And I have a brittle star that eats all the detritus that gets trapped in the first chamber. And as you can see, the skimmer is just going like a champ, pulling tons of gunk, obviously. And it drains into this two little fishies reactor. Let's wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Happy reefing.